What's going on, people? Irish Gunner HD here, you can call me Irish, and today we're back for episode 2 of Will It Drift. And today I am using, drumroll please, the Lotus Evora. I can't remember the year right now, but it was requested on the Forza forums by MTK Moonlight. Now, as standard, it has 276 horsepower, 252 foot-pound of torque, and it weighs 2,976 pounds. So, give or take around 3,000 pounds. It's not too heavy, not too light. It is basically the bigger Elise, or Elan, or whatever they call it over in America or abroad, but we call them the Lotus Elise. Or Exige, sorry, not Elan. But yeah, so as standard, I found it to be pretty good. A lot better than the, what was the first car that I used? The Acura TSX. I found it to be a lot better than that. A lot more nimbler, stiffer. Obviously, like, people that know Lotuses know that they're kind of built for tracks and stuff like that. So they're pretty stiff. They're very grippy, and especially with being rear engined, it's just kind of got that maneuverability about it. But the mid-engineness made it very grippy, and with being lower on power than something else than it could have been, that grippiness means it's harder to slide, so it's harder to transition corners and stuff, as you can see here. I have to drive from corner to corner. It has to be driven a very certain way, I think. It has to be, like, I found myself clutch kicking a lot. Just trying to keep the revs up and stuff like that, just to keep the tires spinning. But as standard, it's not terrible. It's not the worst ever. But we'll move it on now, and as we come to an end, or as we spin it around here, we'll see how I've upgraded it just slightly. And there we have it. So I lowered it. I put on race springs, race suspension, a single turbo conversion, race weight reductions. I just stuck some weight reduction. Stuck some Enki RPF ones on it, and did a race transmission so I could adjust the gear ratios. I tweaked the gear ratios. I just kind of slammed it all the way. I didn't touch anything else tune wise. But now it's at 336 horsepower, up from 276, 307 torque, up from 252, and 2,451 pounds, up from 2,976. So that made it much better in my opinion. It's very stiff, it's very good, it's not bouncy and rolly and as soft as it was beforehand, but as the Acura. But even though it was already stiffer before, now it's even more stiff, and like not to the point where it's over stiff and you're just spinning out all the time, but it's really good. It's very drivable. One thing that I did notice is I have to change gears often, so it's adding onto the clutch kicking. You have to do a lot of clutch kicking and a lot of gear changes to keep it in the right kind of rev range where you want to be to keep the tire spinning. But it flows and it transitions throughout the corners much easier than the stock version. And again, these are very simple upgrades, like race suspension, a single turbo upgrade to add a bit of power, weight reduction, and transmission to adjust the ratios. But here we are. Here's the fully built beast of a machine. I painted it yellow, metallic yellow and black rims. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, all that kind of stuff, whatever you want to call it. But now it's running 526 horsepower, 461 torque, and 2,541 pounds in weight, and it is amazing. Like, it is really good. It's really fast. It's pretty smooth. It's not as smooth and easy to handle as something like a Toyota Supra, a Mark IV Supra, or maybe a Skyline or a Silvia or something like that. But maybe that's just something to do with it being mid-engined. I don't know, but. Again, it's still got the same grippiness being the mid-engine, but it's got enough power now that I've fully upgraded it. It's got enough power to break that traction, and with that being the case, it's so much easier to drift, and it's actually a lot of fun. I stuck around for about 10 or 15 more minutes after recording this to drift the thing. But I found that coming from this direction, it was pretty hard to nail it down, like to get it going right for some reason. Just coming this direction, I personally found it pretty difficult to link the corners and to get a decent entry on that first initial entry there. And I don't know, maybe it's something that I need more practice or more time in the car with to get it down, but just right off the bat, it just kind of seemed like it wasn't perfect. So, will it drift? I am happy to say that yes, success kid, yes, it will drift. It is a really cool car, and I really advise anyone that hasn't done so yet to go and check it out. Like I said, there's nothing that I can say too wrong about it. It's mid-engine, so it makes it feel kind of different, but again, it's not something you could put it down for. So definitely check it out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Lotus Evora, decent drift car, when fully built at least, not so much as standard. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, if you're new here. But thanks for watching, and goodbye.